All right, so I'm going to show you how to make some of these little stands for your miniatures. Well, makes it a lot easier to paint them. Pretty basic setup. You don't have to go to this extreme if you don't want to. But what I end up doing is I take a bunch of screws and add nuts to them. Take like 3 of those, put it down in the bottom there, and then dump some hot glue over the top of it. Hot glue has a tendency to, because it's liquid, it's going to self-level. All we're trying to do here is make sure that the nuts and the screws don't go flopping around while you're holding it. Adding weight to the bottom of it stops it from being top heavy. Your miniature doesn't get damaged if you accidentally put it on an unlevel surface and it wants to topple over. While this is going on, it's going to self-level there. As soon as this glue gun gets hot enough, I'm going to put some glue on the inside of this cap, put it down on top. So here, we're just going to put it around the inside rim, because these child-proof lids, they tend to wobble around a bit. Screw that bugger into place. And a lot of times it'll still wobble. That inside's not coming off. So I'm going to put it around the outside as well. And then I'm going to leave it upside down because it does self-level. It's still kind of wet. And it's going to seep into the cracks there. I got some new miniatures in the mail today. We got a dwarf here leaning up against a keg of beer with his stein. Looks pretty cool. This is a Reaper Mini. I'm in the process of building a tavern. So these are my tavern guys. Here's the bartender, polishing a mug. Big fat fella. Don't mess with him. Some baggy pants on. And this guy, he just showed up too. It's just a fellow with a beer mug. I tend to paint these things in batches when I can. So if any one of these has got a similar color, then I'll hit the color on every single one of them. Here's my lady of the evening. She's wearing an emerald green dress. In the process. And then we've got a barmaid here. A buxom barmaid, strong as an ox. She can carry 6 tankards at a time. Then I'm going to take some super glue and mount these guys. Reaper doesn't send out bases with their miniatures, which is disappointing, but whatever. I had a bunch of bases left over from some spiders that I never used. We're just going to push them into place and center them as best we can. This is 3M double-sided tape, and it's got, what, 15 pounds worth of weight it can hold. It's real sticky. Once you get it on top of your cap there, you can try and pull off the other side. That little plastic that sits on the other side of it is kind of difficult to get off. I mean, you really gotta mess with it for a minute. And this one's gonna fight me. Here we go with an X-Acto blade. There. Take our dwarf and smack him in the middle. Now you have a base for your guys. Easy peasy, and it's weighted too. Weeble wobbles, but they don't fall down.